Hello, 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 everyone. I hope that you're doing amazing on today. This is Coach Ursula coming to you all just to share a little message, a little inspiration, and really a word of hope to you all. I am that inspirational speaker, that educational consultant, that mentor, best-selling author, the owner of Be Inspired with Ursula radio show and the Be Inspired Consultant and Coaching LLC, as well as my new business, the UMB Group LLC. So I'm coming forth to you all today just to share a little information about something that was dear to my heart, and I want to talk about briefly about embracing change. And I know many times in our lives, change is something that we do not like to step in because it takes us out of that zone of comfort. So many times we feel that we just want to stay in this certain place, but we need to understand that we need to embrace change and accept it because that's a part of life. So I do have some information here just to share with you all as I was thinking about this. So if you do not embrace change and move forward, you will be left behind. I am one that can tell you that, because many times if you don't step forward to say, I'm going to try this, let's see how this works, you will be left behind, because we know that this world is moving fast and there's so much for us to do, to learn, to share with others. So I'm going to share 3 ways with you all how change can be used as a success tool. Okay, so I have some notes here. You'll see me looking down briefly here. So number 1, let's just make sure that we take small action steps. See, many times as individuals, we need to understand that things are not going to happen overnight. That's when we become impatient. But let's just take those small action steps as it relates to embracing change. Also, let's make sure that we find something small to do at a time. Let's not have this project or this event or something that you're doing as it relates to change to be so broad to guess what? You say, oh, it's overwhelming me. I'm going to put that down. And then a gap will occur. So let's make sure that we find something small or that one goal as it relates to embracing that change. So after that next small thing that you say, I'm going to go ahead and challenge and tackle, go to the next thing as relates to your list or whatever you have that you want to tackle at that time. So number 1, let's take small action steps, you all. Number 2, be willing to take a few steps backwards. See, many times we feel that we're going to always go forward, but this would allow you to go forward. So if you have to step back, don't be afraid. Don't get frustrated and feel that you're failing. No, sometimes we have to step back and revisit things as it relates to making those changes. So you would now have the experience to look back and now have the courage to go forward, because many times we say don't look back, but sometimes we have to look back and say, okay, let me make sure that I am going forward and doing this the correct way or the way that it needs to. So number 2, be willing to take a few steps backwards. So number 3, fail the right way. See, many times we feel that failure is such a bad thing, but you know what? Failure is good. This is a good thing that happens. This is hard for some people to accept and understand, but when we're talking about failure, the right way means to do it quickly. You'll never be the same again, and you're going to actually not stay in the same situation or the outcome. So fail the right way. Let's not always be in a place to where we're just failing over and over and over again, and it's not allowing you to embrace the change or whatever's occurring. So let's make sure that when we fail the right way, which means let's try. Okay, let's make sure we put all of our efforts into it. Let's put forth what needs to be done and not just say, okay, I'm going to just let this go forward. No, let's come out of that zone of comfort and understand that, courage is going to take place here when that failure happens the first time, because I'm not going to go back. I'm going to use my courage walk to say, I failed once. Okay, and I did follow the right way, but guess what? I am going to make sure that courage is going to take place right now. So when you're embracing change, you all just go in and say, this is about to occur. I accept this and it is okay. So let's just be aware that when we're embracing something and when change occurs, that's a success tool. See, we as individuals at times, we don't want to make those changes, but it's okay. Changes occur, and I always talk about how we're right now into the actual summertime, about to go into the fall. So we have 4 seasons, but think about if a season stayed the same year round. We accept the seasons changing. We accept day changing to night. We accept ourselves from being babies to children to adults. We have different developments and stages of life that occur and things that we see around us. So why do we feel that change can not occur with us? It can occur with us. So let's just be mindful as it relates to that. Today, step out and embrace that change. It's okay. Trust me, you can do it. Once again, this is Coach Ursula coming to you all. I pray that what I'm sharing with you is something you can think about, take forward on your journey, because I know that you're about to step out and make that change. But most importantly, embrace it. You all be blessed and have an amazing day.